All right, how's it going? This is Chris Badgett. I'm just leaving my house here, heading out to the office in the backyard. Let me show you what it looks like over here. That's my little office cabin that's in my backyard. I'm on the coast of Maine. We actually have a bunch of ice right now. You see all that ice on the ground? Getting a little more snow soon. But I want to show you the latest addition to the office. You know, this office is about 100 feet away from my house, and just right there in my backyard, I've got a creek down the hill in the woods over there. But one of the things I live by is just that I intentionally design my life. I believe in intentional living and being proactive, not reactive. So creating my own business, I'm a bootstrap software entrepreneur. I have a product called Lifter LMS. And I work from home. I'm also love being around my kids. We're a homeschooling family. And we also have an organic farming operation back there as well. So intentional lifestyle design is a big part of what I do. So let me take you into the office. I want to show you a new thing that I've just added to the office. So just stepping on in here. So this is the command center where I run my business, but also do a lot of thinking. And what I want to show you is that new white wall decal and what's on it. I'm going to turn on a different camera. I'll see you in just a sec, and I'll tell you about exactly what that is. So this is the new addition to the wall here, and this is a wall decal I got off of the internet, off of some company that you could make wall decals. You know, most people would put their logo on here or a photograph or something like that. But I actually put a bunch of questions on here, and these are a powerful set of questions that I learned from Tim Ferriss. And I want to say thank you to Tim if you're watching this, because these have had a big impact on me. So thank you for sharing them in your podcast. I think is a long time ago where I heard them. When I heard them, I wrote them down, and I've only really visited these questions once a year when I do my annual founder retreat, which is it's a personal private retreat that I do to take a step away from my life and my business for a couple days. It's a process I learned from Sherry Walling. But one of the things I did the first time I did a founder retreat was I came across your questions and I brought them with me, and they had a really big impact on my life and my business the following year. So the 3 years that I've done these founder retreats, I've brought these questions with me and just reflected on them during a period of that retreat. Now, they've had such a big impact, I decided that I would put them in a more prominent place so I don't just kind of think about them once a year. So now they're over here beside my workstation. And I also actually have this hammock in my office that I take lunchtime naps on. So when I wake up from my nap, there's a perfect view on the big questions here. But yeah, once again, thank you, Tim. I'm just going to run down these real quick for you that watching. These are questions that came from Tim Ferriss that if you ask yourself, can be helpful for a specific problem or just a general issue or something you're trying to figure out in your life, in your business, or in your relationships. So the first one is, what if I tried something different for 48 hours? What do I spend a silly amount of money on? What would I do if I had $10 million? If I could only work 2 hours per week on my business, what would I do? What if I couldn't pitch my product directly? What if I created my own real-world MBA? What if I could only subtract to solve problems? What's the least crowded channel? What is the worst that could happen? Do I need to make it back the way I lost it? What might I put in place to allow me to go off the grid for 4 to 8 weeks? What would this look like if it were easy? Am I hunting antelope or field mice? Could it be that everything is fine as it is? No hurry, no pause. That last one's not really a question, it's more of a statement, but these have had a big impact on me. And as I read them out loud, I can think about tons of ways these have influenced some of my decision making, and the outcome came out quite well. So, just a big thank you to Tim Ferriss. I appreciate it. And hopefully, you watching can get some value out of these questions. I'm a think a lot, act a little kind of guy. And these are good questions to think about. And sometimes I think I've heard the quote somewhere that the quality of your life is often dependent on the quality of the questions you ask. So these are some key ones in my book. So thanks for checking this out, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.